Today's video is a quick flip on this beautiful old wooden chair that is broken. The chair requires more repair than I'm willing to do because the little dowel that holds it in place is broken off. So I just want to do a quick flip, and I love making shelves out of these old chairs. So start by removing the seat, and those legs are gorgeous, so definitely they'll be salvaged and who knows, become something else, but they'll definitely be saved. So I think this time I'm going to discard the seat. Sometimes I will also take the covering off of those and use the wood on these old chairs for an art piece. But in this case, I don't think I'm going to do that. It's really pretty simple. You just have to figure out where you want to cut it off, measure it so that it's even, and use the jigsaw and simply cut through that wood and cut off the part that you don't want. I check my stash for a piece of wood that will be appropriate for the shelf. I find one that just needs a little trimming. This was just a sample paint board that I was working with a customer just the other day. In case you didn't see it, here's a shot of the detail of the acorn and oak leaves on the back of this beautiful chair. I use L brackets to attach the piece to the back of the chair. I put them on in the back, and I pre-drill some holes so I don't split any wood, and also the back of the chair is hardwood, So I want to make sure that we get the screws in there securely. I'm using some smaller screws on the back so that it doesn't go through the front, but I have to use some washers so that the screw head doesn't go through the hole on the L bracket. While the chair is laying face down, I attach a hanger on the back. This is the kind that has little nails, and a little tip for not pounding your fingers is to use needle nose pliers and put your nail in that, and then you can just hammer in and save your fingertips. Now our chair is almost ready for some paint. First, I use a little glue and some air dry clay to fill in a little crack between one side and the seat. This is a cool trick that just sometimes it's better than using mud because you can paint it right away, but you want to make sure that you get it nice and smooth in there. So that's a good one to try if you have air dry clay. A little spritz with vinegar water to clean it, and then we're good to go. And rinse before you paint, of course. I'm using a retired color from the Dixie Belle line. It was a limited release 2 years ago in the fall, and it's called Pumpkin Spice. And you can still use the color mixer on the Dixie Belle website and still make this recipe if you really like this color. And I think it's really a perfect color for this piece. Even though it's not fall, the acorn and the oak leaves kind of inspired the autumnal color. After 2 coats of paint and everything is dry, it's time to use some brown wax. I am using Dixie Belle's Best Dang Wax in brown, and you can see that it's a little bit chunky, and that's okay. It's fine. I've dropped it before, and that's kind of how it got like that. So no big deal. I actually like it that way. I'm using an old round brush that's been cut off, and it's really stubby, but yet it's still kind of soft. So it's getting in all of the little nooks and crannies, and then I use the paper towel to wipe back off of the raised surfaces. So the wax is kind of staying in the corners and also in the deep crevices. After the wax, I try a little bronze gilding wax on the acorn and the leaves, but it didn't quite give the bling that I was looking for. So next, we're going to use a little gold gilding wax, and that just gives it the pop that's necessary. It's very subtle, but it's just what this piece needed. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. Stay tuned for the next couple of weeks. Things that are coming up: the Diamond Challenge hosted by Lovely Jubbly Furniture, the Wednesday Challenge hosted by Sab's Rehabs, and the Vintage Tattoo Challenge hosted by Crafty Creech and co-hosted by me, LiQWYD Decor. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, how about giving it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends? If you haven't subscribed, you'll want to do that so you don't miss anything. Visit us at LiQWYDdecor.company, and on Instagram we're LiQWYD Decor, and on Facebook we're LiQWYD Decor Altoona. Stay well.